No, indeed. Now, this is where everything you're about to say is going to go way over my head, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Have you got any theories about how a extraterrestrial life could travel from presumably incredibly far away? I mean, just unbelievably far away. To get to us, to be able to cope with our atmosphere, to be able to present themselves here. I mean, this is unimaginable for us as a human species at the moment. I mean, have you got any theories on how they could potentially do that?
Yeah, so what I can imagine is just based on physics as we know it, on the laws of physics that we unraveled over the past century. And given those constraints, you can't travel faster than light. And moreover, most spacecraft that we built move at 10,000 times slower than light. So it takes about 1 billion years to cross the Milky Way galaxy from one side to the other. And given that, I don't think any spacecraft that arrived to us from another star would carry biological creatures like us, because they wouldn't survive the journey, being bombarded by very energetic particles in interstellar space for so long. It's much more likely that if they are autonomous, they have an artificial brain, artificial intelligence, AI. We already developed that on Earth. We haven't launched it to space, but that would be the next step. So if we launch space probes with artificial intelligence, they don't need to communicate with us to get guidance from us. They will be able to make their own decisions, just like sending off your kids to the world. And then every now and then they might communicate some small bits of information that might be of interest to us as the parents of those technological kids. So that's the way I see it. If they visit us, those probes, they will have technologies within them, not biologies. And so we can learn from that about, some technologies that we haven't yet dreamed about. It will be like a miracle. It's just like a cave dweller finding a cell phone. They will do things that we cannot imagine given what we possess as of now. But it's an opportunity for us to do better, and it will be a quantum leap in the way that we develop. And also, it will change our priorities. Instead of fighting with each other, engaging in zero-sum games on this planet, we might engage in a much bigger game that is an infinite-sum game, exploring space, realizing we have cosmic neighbors. It's much more uplifting this way.
That is where I find it hard to marry up a couple of different schools of thought on this, where people say that there is some kind of new world order that is desperate to have a one-world government. With also people saying that, actually people don't want to tell us about extraterrestrial life because they want to maximize their use of resources on this planet at the moment. Surely the best way to develop a nation or a world of people who are desperate to club together as a human species and look outward would be to tell us about the existence of another group of people, or whatever you want to call them, extraterrestrial life, because then that would make us look outwards and not be so introverted and get involved in those zero-sum games like you said.